Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to Harry's House of Hits. It's been a long time since we've done a video, but I couldn't help myself. I had to show you guys what I got into this afternoon. Hey, I'm not even going to tell you where I got this stuff. I'm just going to show you what I got and tell me what you think. Because I had a big day. It was a great Saturday afternoon in Illinois. I got up early in the morning and went shopping in the morning, and then I went and met up and found these cards. It was fantastic. All right, I'm going to switch gears back to good old me here for a second here. But I wanted to just start with this right here. Found this stuff. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you where I found it. I may have found it at an antique mall, which is very possible to find this kind of stuff at an antique mall. This could be a friend of mine who had these cards sitting around or whatever and had me go through them. Or, whatever. But I'm just curious what you guys think. But this is an old-time locker, and inside the locker you've got the team names and the cards that go with them. Now there's some really cool stuff in here. This other locker door opens this way as well. So there's the other. It's National League and American League back then. I want you to notice down here, the Seattle Pilots. Yep, that's how old this stuff is. Okay, we're talking early 70s. It's in great condition outside of the fact that I just broke this door off. I think it just pops right back in. But this is great stuff. All this stuff that's in here, I'm not going to get too worked up about the stuff that's in here because I've been through all of it already. However, there's these little coins down here, and there were some good coins in here. See if I can pull them out here. For you Cub fans, there's a Fergie Jenkins. A Fergie Jenkins, which is in pretty good shape. See if I can get it on camera here for you. But there was one in here I wanted to show you before I put it away here. This one's pretty darn clean. Hey everybody, it's Ron Santo. It's a coin of Ron Santo. I have no idea what year this is, but it's got his information on the back. It doesn't show anything about Ron Santo or the year. Like it says that Ron Santo, see if I can get it to show up here. Ron Santo, 6 foot tall. He weighs 194 pounds. He bats right. Ron set mark by leading NL third baseman in chances accepted 9 times. Chances accepted. It's a new stat, or it was a stat that he did back then, but it's in really good shape. I mean, there's just a little bit of metal damage here, but that's really cool in there. So there was also these things right here. I thought these were really cool too. I ended up finding these on eBay, and they're not as valuable as I thought they'd be. But these are, like, for example, this is a nobody here. Well, not Frank Howard. Frank Howard was pretty unbelievable player back in the day. But these are 1970 baseball card posters. So these would come in your pack of cards in 1970. It was pretty darn cool to come across this stuff. I don't know if it's got one. The one that I'm looking for, let's see if it's in here, is really, really clean. There were several of them in here. And I wanted to, that's not this one. This is another player. This is a Kansas City Royal. And if you know anything about the Royals in the early 70s, there's not a lot to go right home about. However, there was one player, and not that one either. That's not one I'm looking for. Let's see if he's in here. I know he had to have stuck it in here. Let's see if I can find it. This might be it. It is. How about that? Bob Clemente, 1970 poster, and I'm telling you what, outside of the creases where it's been folded for all these years, it is in really good shape. So I looked it up on eBay. You can sell one of these for about $20 to $30, depending on if you can find the right buyer. It's all depending on the buyer. But that was pretty awesome. I thought, man, that is really cool. So there was a Bob Clemente in here, and then I think this one, it's got a little tape job on the back there. I didn't see that before, but you Cub fans, how about a Ron Santo poster from 1970? That's fantastic. It's not as good a shape as the Roberto Clemente, and needless to say, that's awesome. So I went through all these cards here, and there wasn't a whole lot in here. Stuff like this, strikeout leaders. I'm surprised you got a strikeout leader, and there's not one player on there that stands out. But there was a lot of those kind of cards in here. So I don't want to waste time looking through these because I've already been through these. They're just okay. The good stuff's to come still. So, I've already switched out the boxes and whatnot, and things like that. So, I want to show you, first of all, well, these were in there, and maybe some of you guys can help me out. I'm moving my camera down so it's a little more comfortable here for me. I don't know what these even are, but they're like cards that, like Sledge, instantly rids you of dust, grime, and furniture. The whole furniture is gone. There's Busted Finger. It's a candy bar. Broken candy bar. Mr. Kaline. I don't even know what that means. It's that old rapid shave. So there's all these different cards in here. And I'm curious if anybody knows what these are and or if they're worth anything, because I don't know. I thought they were kind of cool. Some of them are funny. Some of them are kind of dumb. But it reminded me of Cabbage Patch Kid cards. And I know that there's rubber band around them, but let me tell you, there's rubber band around them for years. So I just put those around there so I keep track of them. So these are what the cards look like, and I replaced them with boxes of old sets because the box they were in, I wasn't really feeling it. There were some basketball cards in there, so here's some of the basketball cards. I didn't recognize, well, honestly, any of these guys. There's a Cunningham Spearhead Office Attack. I don't know what that is. Lou Hudson. So if you see something in here that makes you go, "Oh, that's an awesome card," well, there's Willis Reed, NBA All-Star from 70 to 71. Some of these are in really good shape. So it's like that Willis Reed card there was like a little corner issue there, a little bit, but all in all, for them sitting in a box, they've been really, really nice. So I'm trying to decide, I'm trying to figure out if this is the box that I put. I don't know if it is or not. Yep, okay. So there's all these cards. They're all from the 70s. And so I'm going to show you there were some football cards in here too. So I've got this box just full of cards, which I'm going to sleeve up and put in protectors and that kind of thing. This is a box of 2012 that I took with me. And there's just more. There's 2 full boxes. So if you're thinking this is a 661 card box, and this is a 800 card box, do the math. There's a lot of old cards there. So I'm going to go through these cards here, but I want to start with the football cards that I found. I think they're pretty fantastic. And we start probably the best one in the whole lot of them here. But Dick Butkus. This is about a $10 card on eBay. Pretty fantastic. 1971, I think is what it is. 1970. I'm sorry, 1970. To follow that up with a Johnny Unitas card. Now, this is in terrible condition, but it's really nice. I mean, that is a really cool card to have in a collection. I'm not even sure what someone would pay for that, but or if they'd pay at all for that, but I don't know. That's pretty awesome. I thought it was. And then there's a cleaner Johnny Unitas from 1970. Pretty cool. Lynn Dawson. Pretty sure he's a Hall of Famer. Jim Hart, quarterback from the St. Louis Rams, way back in the day, the St. Louis Cards. I'm sorry, net St. Louis Rams. That was longer. There's another Lynn Dawson card from the Chiefs. Gene Upshaw, the guard for the L.A. Raiders. I think they were L.A. Nope, they're Oakland at this time. Bart Starr. No idea what kind of cards these are. But they were cool. Bobby Mitchell was a really nice player. And then we're going to go way back in time. And we're going to go with Pat Nitsky. 2 of him, actually. This one's from 71. And this Pat Nitsky is, I don't know what year this is. It doesn't say on the back. It says something about 1967, so maybe it's a 68. Maybe somebody can help me out on that one. Have to look it up and Google it probably. And then Bill Kilmer was the Redskins quarterback back in the day. So that's what I got in football cards. Obviously, Dick Butkus. That's a pretty fantastic card right there. Good stuff. Pretty clean. I mean, obviously, the corners aren't going to be fantastic on any of these, but pretty darn clean cards. It's good stuff. Johnny Unitas falling back here. Let's put Lynn Dawson on the back so that Johnny Unitas is the smallest cards. Okay, Now let's get to the baseball cards. And out of all this stuff, I'm going to show you what I pulled out. I pulled out a stack like this. I mean, it's a ton of cards. None of them are... I wouldn't say a ton of them are great cards, but let's just thumb through them here, okay? Al Kaline scratch off. And check it out. Hasn't been scratched. This was a game you'd play with your buddy or whatever, and the instructions there on the back. You just scratch it off inning by inning to see what you did. There's a 1970 Bob Gibson, which is a really, really good-looking card. Pretty clean. The corners aren't bad at all. Robert Gibson. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Really nice 72 Joe Morgan. Some kind of clean, too. I mean, that's a really, really good card. That's almost send-inable. Like, you'd send that into PSA or SGC or somebody to let them grade that. That's a Hall of Famer, Joe Morgan. And then we got some Lou Brocks. 2 of them. And I'll be honest, this one on my right hand, outside of it being off-centered, it's really clean. This one's corners, there was a corner, the bottom left is just a little bit dinged. 1970, Pete Rose, Bob Clemente, and Cleon Jones. Let me see how I can get this. There, that's a little bit better. Pete Rose, Bob Clemente, and Cleon Jones. Way off-centered, but pretty cool-looking card. There was these booklets that were in there as well. They're like the story of Bob Gibson, like going through his story and whatnot. It's like a comic book or whatever. But all the pages are in there, and they're all in really good shape. And the storybook is, I mean, it's fantastic. No idea where they come from. I'm assuming you would get these in a pack of cards in 1970 or 71 or 72. There was some Nolan Ryan's, some Hank Aaron stuff in here. This, I believe, is like 74 maybe. But then there's, I mean, you can see all the other cards. All these cards, Hank Aaron cards, the pictures of them. But there's 3 different ones. All 3 different Hank Aaron special cards here. Thought those were really cool. I haven't looked those up yet. See how much those are worth. A couple Johnny Bench Sporting News cards from 70. This one's a little probably better shape. But Pete Rose, 70. He had them. All these cards were in different. They were like in stacks of teams. So as I got to I saved the Reds for very last because I knew Pete Rose, Johnny Bench, the Big Red Machine, that kind of thing. That was about this time, and it's definitely right. I mean, there's another Johnny Bench from 74 tops. Johnny Bench again. That looks like it's the same picture. Same card. And then he had a rookie card of Thurman Munson in there. I thought that was cool. There's a lot of fans of Thurman Munson out there. We had a 1970 rookie card of Thurman Munson. Fantastic. I pulled this card out because it's Brooks Robinson he commits robbery, it says at the bottom. The 1970 World Series, 71 tops. Another Brooks Robinson, Sporting News. Frank Robinson right behind him. Really nice cards. Jim Palmer, Hall of Famer. Jim Palmer, Hall of Famer. 72. There might be enough 72s in there to really get serious about putting a 72 set together. Here's what I would consider a cutout of something. But another Jim Palmer. Second best ERA in 1970. So let's keep going down this list here. Brooks Robinson. Some would say the best third baseman to ever play the game. Right there. Brooks Robinson. Here's another Jim Palmer, ERA leaders, 2 cards. Now, we get into some Cubbies, and if you're a Cub fan, you're really going to like this stuff. Some of it's not in fantastic shape, some of it is. But Billy Williams, not once, not twice. And I think there's actually more of this, I think this is 69. Yeah, 69. So I think there's more of these 69 Billy Williams. This one's probably in better shape than this one. Obviously, there's creases in this one, but then you got Brooks Robinson again, Sporting News. I think this is 69. Pretty cool. Carl Yastrzemski from 70, the Sporting News. And then Raleigh Finger's second-year card. Right here, 1971. It's got a little crease on the top, but man, Raleigh Fingers looks a lot different without that mustache. Pretty cool. Harmon Killebrew, Frank Howard was the leader in home runs. Then you got Harmon Killebrew and Carl Yastrzemski. Hall of Fame, Hall of Famer. Not sure if Frank Howard's a Hall of Famer or not. Not a huge name for me growing up. But then we've got the pop out Ron Santo card. This was actually part of like a card game you could get. MS. That's not yours, SS. But this is Ron Santos. Okay, that's a fantastic card. Ted Williams showing Mike Epstein how to hit. I'd listen to Ted too. Pretty good. Pretty darn good. Vita Blue rookie card. I'll take it, right? That's fantastic. Rod Carew, 1970 Topps. How about a Willie Stargell Boyhood card? You guys might remember seeing this style in Topps Heritage this year, where they would have I'm pretty sure there was a Nico Horner rookie card that had his stuff. It might have been last year, actually. I can't remember. That's really, really cool. Another Rod Carew from 1970. Tom Seaver, ERA leader. And here's a scratch off. And I'm pretty sure this one was scratched off, yeah. But Tom Seaver scratch off card. Team captain. How about another Tom Seaver? Any Tom Seaver fans out there? Tom Seaver again. Old Jim Catfish Hunter. 2 of them here. Not his rookie card, but Catfish. Jim Hunter. 2 of them. 70 and 71. And then Fergie Jenkins. Cubbies. This is a 69 Fergie Jenkins here. Love the coloration on the back of that. Pretty cool. Fergie Jenkins again. This is 70. And then we got, check this out. Tom Seaver and Jim Palmer. 74, I think this is what this is. Yeah, it is. 73 earn run leaders. Couple Lou Brocks. Not in great shape. This one's probably in the best shape, but it's off-centered. Of course, this one's not very good either. But that's really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. Billy Williams cut out here. And this, I'm just getting started, folks. I'm not going to lie. I've got a few of these sleeved up. I've already got them put in card savers because that's all I had with me when I broke into these. But Billy Williams, it's one of those cutout cards, probably on the back of a cereal box or cigarette carton or something. Bob Gibson, fantastic card there. Lou Brock again. That's probably the best Lou Brock out of that. Saw 2 of them just a minute ago. Ted Simmons. You wouldn't think, why you had Ted Simmons in there? Well, he just recently became the Hall of Famer. He was voted in last year by the Players Union, or Players Board, or whatever they call it when the players come back. And they can vote you in after a certain amount of time. Who gets one of the Joe Morgan Astros? I pulled out the Astros deck, and I was like, Astros aren't going to have anybody. And I forgot Joe Morgan played for the Astros. Pretty good stuff right there. I'm not even 100% sure that this isn't a rookie card of his. No, it isn't. First year is 63 in Pro Ball. First game in the majors was 63. So Gaylord Perry. How about this one? This one, when I saw it, I about lost it. Like, oh my gosh, how beautiful is that card? 1969 Ernie Banks, and it just, whoever had this card just loved this card too much. Like, carried it everywhere, took it wherever they went. You can just imagine the places this card's been as far as, it's just awesome. This is an awesome card. Obviously, as a card collector like I am, I wish it was in better shape, but that's part of it. Billy Williams, that one's in pretty good shape. I wish that card was in that kind of shape. Another Billy Williams behind that. That's a 69, by the way. Now we're back to 71s. And then the Cub fan here, I pulled out Don Kessinger. Nice player for the Cubbies. Look how good a shape that's in. It's a 73, I think. Yep, 73 Topps. Pretty good looking card, Don Kessinger. There's a lot of Don in here. Ron Santo, that's 69. There's Don Kessinger, 69. 72 Don Kessinger. And I had to pull this out, Don Zimmer. Don Zimmer's playing card for the Chicago Cubs back in 1961. 61. That's an old card right there, folks. Don Zimmer. Ron Santo, 72. Ron Santo, 69. Get some ERA winner here. Juan Marichal wins the ERA, but Steve Carlton, who was with the Cardinals, and Bob Gibson, who was also with the Cardinals, finished in second. William Covey and Hank Aaron on the same card here. 69 National League home run leaders. If I'm going too fast, you'll just have to pause it because I got some more stuff to get through. Don Kessinger again. How about Bobby Mercer and Pete Rose? 74. I think that's 74. Carlton Fisk. I thought that card was pretty cool. Sideways image, the landscape style, and then him making a plate to plate. Harmon Killebrew, Frank Howard again, and then Reggie Jackson's on this card. And then flip the script, and we're going to keep those same guys in the home runs and RBIs, except we're going to put Boog Powell in there, the RBI leaders. There's a Don Kessinger. I'm not sure where this came from. This was a set of something. It might have been, like I said, cereal earlier. Could have been like a box of cupcakes or something like that. Fergie Jenkins, Steve Carlton, and Tom Seaver. Pretty good shape. This down corner down here is not great, but Billy Williams, Johnny Bench, Billy Williams, Tony Perez, and another 69 Ron Santo. Unbelievable. Fergie Jenkins, 71. Nice card. Carl Yastrzemski again. Batting leaders. Here's a rookie card. I don't know if you noticed, but the guy in the middle, Darrell Evans. My opinion, Darrell Evans should be looked at as far as being in the Hall of Fame. Might be one of these days when the players, they could look into that and see if they can't get it. If Ted Simmons can get in, Darrell Evans has a shot. Phil Niekro, and I'm talking a young Phil Niekro, 1969. This is his second or third year card. He appeared in 46 games his rookie year for the Atlanta Braves. Or is this Milwaukee? I can't remember if it's Atlanta yet. It is Atlanta. It says it right there on the card. The Atlanta Braves. Phil Niekro, 72. And then we've got a couple rookie cards I think are pretty darn cool because I think it's another guy that you look at his numbers and I think he should be considered Hall of Famer. Billy Buckner. Known for letting the ball go through his legs, but 2 rookie cards of Billy Buckner in this 1970. Don Sutton, Hall of Famer. Johnny Bench, Tony Perez, and Billy Williams. Wow. Wow. Ron Santo, Don Kessinger again. I think this is a 71 Cubs team card. I'm not 100% sure, but Ron Santo, again, another one of these cupcake cards or something. Don Kessinger twice. Billy Williams. Look how clean that card is. That's pretty darn good. And another Billy Williams there, 73 and 69. Sweet swinging Billy Williams. So that's the stack of cards that I got to, and I thought, I didn't have enough sleeves to sleeve them all. And I didn't want to sleeve them all because, they're not all in great shape. Anyways, let's get to the ones I did sleeve. And I need to organize these just a little bit off camera so you can see what we got. Let's start with... Alright, let's go right here. We're going to start right off the top with a 1964. 1964, right? Yeah, 64 Brooks Robinson. How do you beat that? That's awesome. That is an awesome card. It's got a little bit of ink down here at the bottom, and the corners aren't great at all. Really, this one appears pretty bad, but that is a really, really cool card. I don't know about you guys watching at home, but I really appreciate seeing all these. We're at 73, top Steve Carlton. I thought it was in really good shape, so I put a sleeve on it. And there's an Ernie Banks right behind that from 1970, which again, I think is in really good shape. It's not very centered, but the corner appeared a little ding, but man, that's pretty good shape for being in a box for 50 years, 40 years. Do the math on it. That's crazy. It's crazy. Willie Mays, 70 tops. The Say Hey Kid, right? That's Willie Mays again, 72 in action. Unbelievable. And then I'm going to show you another one here. 1964, Willie Stargell. How many times did you see that card? For me, it was the first time I've ever seen it in my life today. Unbelievable. And then we got just some Pete Rose stuff in the Reds. 1970 Pete Rose. 1970 Pete Rose. Two of them. And they're both in pretty good shape. This one's corner down here is just a little dinged up. Then you flip to this card and, man, it's a little rough up there, but pretty good. Oh, look at this guy. Roberto Clemente. 1971 World Series. This is 72 tops. Pretty fantastic. And I've got a rookie card coming up behind this. Raleigh Fingers rookie card. 1970 tops. No, I'm sorry. This is 69 tops. See the coloration on the back. Raleigh Fingers rookie card. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's cool. Ernie Banks. This one's corner's a little dinged up, but I could not put Ernie Banks in here. I just couldn't. I had to protect it. And then you got another Ernie Banks, except this one's also got Willie McCovey on it. And then I found this. Like I showed you before, I'm not going to pull it out, but this is an Ernie Banks booklet. And inside this booklet, you have the funnies, right? The comic strips in there. Number 14. Shocker, huh? I don't know if you knew this, but that's what number Billy wore. All right. And then there's Willie Mays. The booklet. Okay? And I'm going to do this. You might see that there's a whole bunch. There's 4 booklets in here. 4 of them. I have no idea. If anybody can tell me, are these booklets worth any money? There's 24 of them in the set. And I'm pretty sure I'm looking at the best one. Pete Rose is in there. Bob Gibson. I saw Bob Gibson. Reggie Jackson's in there too. So there's some pretty good players that I didn't see in these boxes. But Willie Mays. 4 of those cards. Pretty fantastic. All right. Carlton Fisk, year 2. This is his first card by himself. I got to explain to somebody what the Gold Cup was all about. So that's pretty cool. And if you don't know what the Gold Cup is about, when a player earns the Gold Cup on his second-year card, some of them earn it on their first card, depending on if they had a rookie card the first year they played in the major leagues. But this is given to the rookie from the previous year that was the best player at his position. Boom. I didn't know that. Someone had to teach me that. So that's pretty cool. How about Nolan Ryan, 1970? Guys, this was the card that got my juices really, really cranked up and going because I started to think, wait a minute. What year is this? This is a 70 Nolan Ryan. No, it's 71. I'm sorry. This is a 71 Nolan Ryan, right? Because there's his 70 stats. He was 7-11. ERA was 3.41. He had 125 strikeouts in his rookie season. So, what year was his first game in the majors? Was 1966. So, what year was his rookie card? Well, I've seen a lot of cards. I started thinking, what if I found his rookie card? What if I found a Nolan Ryan rookie card in this box? So, needless to say, I've not gone through these a second time, but I'm going to. I'm going to go through them a second time just to see. Hey, look at this guy. This is a pretty hot topic guy right now. Hank Aaron. I think Hank Aaron might be one of the best players to ever play the game, period. So that's Hank Aaron's really good condition, except that it's off-centered, but that's known. That's not out of question. 1970 Hank Aaron. Another fantastic-looking card. How about a 72 Hank Aaron? How about one more? Yep, one more. Hank Aaron. All right. 70 Sporting News. So, this is where it might have gotten just a little bit, I don't want to say emotional for me, but I've never done this before. I've never gone through a box of cards and found this player. Folks, there is a Mickey Mantle card in this box of stuff that I went through today. Mickey Mantle, 1964 tops. And I meant to put this on the back because there was a second Mickey Mantle card. 2 Mickey Mantles in the same box. What are the odds? I mean, unbelievable. Just unbelievable. I was speechless. I literally dropped it on the table and didn't want to touch it because I was afraid to touch it. This is a 74. This is a 69. So the 74, I'm sorry, 64, not 74. This is a 64 Mantle. The 64 Mantle in pristine condition is $1,000 easy. No questions about it. This one, however, is not in that kind of shape. The corners are a little dinged, and there's a little bit of ink damage on the top you can see. That's not to anybody's fault, but that's just how the cards are printed out. But it is pretty, I mean, the centering on this card is not bad. I mean, considering some of the centering that we've seen today, that's not too bad. I value this card at about $100. I really, truly think that you get $100 for this card. So where else are you going to find one? There's a little crease down here. I didn't see that earlier. That may drop the value just a little bit. And there's a little nick here, too, on the edge. I don't know if you can see that in the card. But, man, how awesome is that card? And then the 69 is extremely valuable, too, except for the fact that I'm trying to get the see. You can see the creases in the middle of that card. But, man, they talk about a good-looking card. Couple good-looking cards here. Two Mickey Mantles. 4 Hank Aaron's. Pete Rose out. I mean, there's Nolan Ryan in there. The Brooks Robinson card. I mean, guys, I don't know about you, but what a day. What a day that I got to have because someone decided to share a box of cards with me. So this is fantastic. It was such a cool experience going through them. I had to share them with you guys because as far as, you know, what I like to collect and what I like to see is the older stuff, and it's not even this older stuff. I'm talking like stuff I grew up with. This is beyond that, way beyond that. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of all this stuff. I mean, we've got these goofy cards over here. What do you know anything about these? Maybe you could tell me a little bit about them. I don't know about these. The NBA players, those are kind of out there for me. The football guys, I pretty well got a good grip on. But I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I know it was a little bit longer this time. I've tried not to make too many long videos. You get 15 minutes, and it seems long anymore. I doubled that up today. We got a little over 30, but just wanted to share this with you guys because this is awesome. Like, I had so much fun going through these boxes and kind of talking with somebody about the hobby and what people are interested in now and how it's going. And I got to touch 2 Mickey Mantle cards today. That's pretty awesome. So someone I'm all about the nostalgia of the game and of the hobby too. So this is pretty unbelievable. So I appreciate you guys for watching. To the one who showed me these cards, I want to just say thank you again. And it was a blast. If anybody else out there needs help with anything, please reach out to us. eBay is a huge help because you can see what they're sold for. You can see what people are buying the cards for, so you know the value. Pretty darn close. People want to go look at the Beckett's and whatnot. That's really not helpful. Helpful is looking at eBay and seeing what they're actually selling for. So, anyways, with that said, without further ado, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that like button because it helps the videos out. And hey, what a great day it was. Here in Central Illinois, I got to see some great cards. You can't beat grabbing a Mickey Mantle and just showing somebody. So it's pretty fantastic. 1964 Mickey Mantle, 1969 Mickey Mantle. Fantastic. All the Brooks Robinson and some other greats from the time. So thanks for joining us here on Harry's House of Hits. This is Harry Carey saying so long and Cubs win, Cubs win, Cubs win.